And so like, if you're able to identify those times of like, I really need them to be independent for this hour, and this hour I don't, then how do you set that 1 hour, that prioritize specific hour? And there's going to be several of them throughout the day, but how do you set yourself up for success with those, So I think it's modeling and, just teaching them, what does that look like? And hey, when you see me with my headphones in, or then it's independent time, but also leading up to that time, you want to make sure they've had a snack, they've gone to the bathroom, they're happily engaged with something. And listen, y'all, there are some good educational shows out there. Like, my kid is watching a show right now to let me record this, like, I mean, every family is different in terms of like what you want that limit to be, but it's not all day, but like right now is key for us, for me. So we're doing that right now. And then I will say, in case, something goes awry with that, I have next to me 3 activities. If he comes over here, and he needs to be close to me, I have 3 different things that I can put in front of him, and I can build these little blocks with him, and nobody's going to know. And, I've learned to multitask. And so that's kind of setting yourself up for success too. Like, worst comes to worst. But then, like what Jennie was saying, if we're going to expect them to learn all these new skills about, sort of being independent during these critical sort of, on camera times, then we have to learn to shift our work mindset. Hey, you're probably not going to get like an 8-hour stretch of uninterrupted work, like, we've got to be better at multitasking. We've got to be better. Like, we might have to work early in the morning or late at night. We've got to be able to sit in the playroom and answer emails, and and be near to our kids, and maybe every once in a while give them a little prompt that engages them further with what they're playing, and still be able to focus on our work. So it's like skill building on all of our parts, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll fall into a routine probably right before we don't need that routine anymore.
Yes.
So usually how it goes, right? I remember when my first, Brian, he's 10 now, about to be 11. And when he learned to crawl, it was like, okay, we got to baby proof the things down low that he can get to. And then almost as soon as we got everything baby proofed at that level, he started pulling up on things. So then it was another level. Then he was walking and climbing. And so I feel like that's just parenthood, right? As soon as you think you've got a routine down, like you said, those different seasons, it changes. So just, yeah, I think going back to your first kind of tip is like the most important one, and a great way to kind of wrap up this conversation is giving yourself grace. And it's okay if it doesn't work out, and we're all learning and we're all in this together. And it's one day doesn't define you as a parent, which is what I'm going to tell myself, because Monday was not a great day. But
and we've all been there.
Yeah, we've all been there, right? It's all been that. I'm so glad I have friends and like my cousin that we call, we're just like, okay, here's my mom fail for the day. Or you will not believe what happened today that finally just kind of made me laugh. And I'm also glad I've got kids that can, and I know Ira's like this too. And Jennie, your kid is as well, as, will make you laugh in the funniest, the best of times when you really need it. So little hams for sure. So
we've all had those rough days. And like I said earlier, like this morning didn't go super smoothly for me and my kiddo here at home. And I just had like a 30-minute sort of lunch break right before this meeting. And he was really needy before that. And we might talk about this later, but what I find sometimes when he's really needy and I'm really busy, and the tendency is for him to continue to be needy and me continue to be busy, is like, that doesn't escalate well. And so like during that lunchtime, he had been dying to play this board game with me. So we ate lunch while playing the board game, and I just tried to like really connect with him, and hope that can carry us through some more productive, post-lunch work time. So sometimes it's doing that counterintuitive thing in the midst of sort of a really messy day is beneficial long-term,
Absolutely. Well, thanks for sharing these tips today, Lindsey. And I know we're going to have more coming at you from each of us. And so I'm excited. I actually kind of love this, like, new
I
thing.
do too.
Like, this is great mom group therapy for us here at Sibme.
It
So I
is.
love
And
it.
I just value this community where we can be real together, like, and help each other navigate this. And
Yeah.
so, yep, appreciate you guys.
All right. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.